Welcome back. We are going to continue on with the idea that one way to maybe gain control of your health, gain control of your diet, is to consider juicing and smoothies. So your name, you need to pronounce your last name for me, Fran.
Capoccia.
Fran Capoccia is a raw food chef. You train other raw food chefs. This is your total, this is your business, your lifestyle, all of it.
It is. It's work and play, and I don't know the difference. So.
That's good. That's what the key to everything is, they say.
Right.
So first off, I felt overwhelmed. I have like just a blender, like just a regular blender, and I was looking at juicers and what should we really have in terms of kitchen appliances to, if we're exploring juicing and making smoothies as more of our meals than maybe we used to do?
There's a couple things to look for is what your purpose is. If you want to make this a lifestyle, which I highly recommend because it's just changed my whole life. And there's a lot of cleansing that goes on with juicing. So you want to, they say picking a juicer is like picking an outfit. It depends what you want out of it.
All right. And I wanted to make me look skinny.
Yeah.
And not be spanked.
Yeah. So there are juicers that are better at harder type of vegetables like carrots. There's ones that are better at leafy greens.
And the one is the Breville. We took a look at that. That is one that a lot of people take a look at, and that's out on the market. And that's what does that do?
That's a centrifugal juicer, and it runs at about from 6,000 to 12,000 RPM, which means the revolution per minute. So there is a lot of action going on there, and the juices can oxidize quickly, and which means oxygen gets in and they lose their enzymes quicker. So a lot of people like the Breville because it's quick and they can put like a whole apple in, 3 carrots in.
Don't have to peel, it just
it goes in all at once, and so that's the advantage to the Breville. The cost can be, they vary from like 100, maybe 150 to up to 300 some.
Which we're seeing that range a lot. Now a little bit less expensive is the Jack Lalanne. You see a lot of infomercials about it. That, you know, is more affordable. I think that's closer to the $100 mark.
Yeah, that one you can get and with coupons and get it for probably about 100. That again is a high RPM, like 10,000, 6 to 10,000. It does oxidize the juices. You have to, you know, drink the juices right away if you're going to use that. Now I found too that the yield is about half of like this Green Star.
I mean, you're putting in all of the produce that sometimes is expensive. You want to get every drop out of it if you can. So you use Green Star. Now this thing looks like we could book a flight on it.
Yeah, looks like
it's huge.
It is,
but it works, and that's why you do it.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite, obviously.
But this one is not a cheapo. This is going to run you how much?
This is about 500 some.
This is when you've really decided I'm making a commitment to do juicing in my life, and I'm going to travel on it to Florida. And then now this one is what? What do I have? This other one?
This is a Harim, and this is a single auger. It has
a Harim.
It has a single auger in it, which is good too. This is a slow juicer as well, which is good because, again, you get less oxidation. It goes for about 300 some. It's a little bit less as compared to this. You're getting a pretty high quality. It does greens and carrots and all that. The only thing is I found with that one is there's a little more pulp in the juice. And the purpose of juicing is to cleanse your cells and get all the good nutrients in. So I find this takes me a little bit more time, but a lot of people like that.
And so then that's the question. Is it possible, can you, by eating this way, by really juicing with fruits and vegetables and some protein, you add some powders, you found a significant health advantage for you. You brought some books. If people were just taking a look at this segment and thought, I want to take a look at maybe doing this, you recommend, this is a DVD?
Yeah, I highly recommend this Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. It is the most, a 60-day juice fast, and he overcame so many health challenges. It's and
my
it's funny.
60-day juice fast, and he has a sense of humor, I've heard.
Yeah. And this is not something you do lightly to do a 60-day juice fast. You really need to know what you're doing. Because
you could really do damage to yourself if you just decide, I'm going to just put cucumbers in this blender and eat like that for 60 days. You're going to be in the hospital. You need to actually make sure you're getting all the nutrition. You are also, I want to mention, you're a nurse. So you took this very seriously, the nutrition, you know, it wasn't just, Put it in a blender.
Yeah. And this is by Norman Walker. He was a very just excellent in terms
raw
of
vegetable juices.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he healed himself. He lived to be like 110 with juicing, and he has all the produce and what the health advantages are.
Explains it to you. And then the juicing book is another one you recommend.
Yeah,
It looks like beer.
Yeah. Tastes like beer. No. There's a lot of juicing books out on the market now. And
so you really do some research though. These three, we'll link to all three of these on the website. All right. So you did your research, you knew what you wanted to do. What are we going to make here? And how often do you juice at every meal? How often?
What I do is I drink about 4 of these 8-ounce a day. So that's a high level juicing, but I love juices, and I've had health challenges be reversed that nobody knew could be reversed. So I just recommend it. Juicing has enzymes, and that's what your body needs, enzymes for the body to work, all the cells and all that. So
it's definitely something that you need to research though before you just dive in. All right, so we've got about 3 minutes, just not a lot of time, but tell me, we saw some recipes from Susan. What do you have here today?
I'm just making a green juice, and I'm going to put these greens in it because greens have chlorophyll and they're cleansing, and again, that's part of the reason to juice. So
you do celery?
Celery has a lot of good sodium in it, so that's good for. And then cucumber, I buy organic because I don't want pesticides on my produce, and cucumbers have a lot of water in them.
Now this is why this is the top of the line. You just put it in there and you're getting the juice right out of it.
Right.
And it's even quiet.
And this is a quiet one.
You've got some apple you just added?
I just added an apple. And I put the whole thing in because it'll just go through. I also brought sprouts because sprouts are important. They have all the 22 essential amino acids, and so I grew these myself in my kitchen.
See, that's a future segment, how she grows all these foods in her kitchen. Doesn't have 40 acres, just has a kitchen.
Yeah, and this I brought from a local farm, and this is amazing.
What was that?
It was a chard. It makes, and this is spinach. And again, this is fresh from the farm. So, from Flying J's, and I'm actually be doing a raw food retreat this summer at his place. And then
a little lemon.
A little lemon. I put the peel in. Again, it's organic because lemons are cleansing. The other part of juicing is to have alkaline in your body. A lot of the reason why people get sick is because their systems are acidic, and sugars and dairy, and a lot of foods are acidic, and so
you need to balance it out.
You really should be doing 80% alkaline and 20% acidic.
Well, let me mention your website. It's Fran's, say your website name.
Fran'sLivingFoods.com.
Fran'sLivingFoods.com, and she really is, even Susan, who is my expert, says that Fran is her expert. So please visit our website. I'm going to link you to all of these ideas. If you're interested in juicing, this is a good first step, including the 3 books and DVDs that we mentioned, just so that you don't go in there with no information. We want you to be informed if you decide to do this. We are just about out of time. So
and dry pulp, and that's why I love this machine.
I love it. I love how fast it is. So thank you for watching. We're done with this. I'm going to be juicing during the break. See you next week.